Tell me who's to blame. 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 Welcome to Who's to Blame, the podcast, episode 513. And I'm your host, Dre Montez, and this is what I like to call What It Do Wednesday. What up, good folk? How we doing out there to our live streaming people out there? How we doing Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube? And hello, Spotify, iTunes, and Anchor. How's everyone doing on this magnificent Wednesday in the building? Got high fives in the building, chest bump, and we're going to hug it out. Gotta hug it on out. Ugh. High fives, chest bump, now hug it out. Them hugs go a long way. They mean a lot. You got to stay hydrated as well. Get your walk in as well. Or maybe you like to take that good drive, get that good breeze going in the car. Them good midday drives, You done had a great day at work. Damn the lunch. You just want to get on the highway and just ride. Let that good breeze go through your natural hair. Yes, those were the days right there. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you for sure. If you're celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary to you. If he said yes or she said yes, and you both said yes, congratulations to you for sure. Everyone out there in the work world got a raise or a promotion. You deserve it for sure. Another round of applause for the people. Well, since our last podcast, a lot has happened. We had here in the St. Louis area, we had our Mardi Gras parade. And let me tell you, Mardi Gras was fantastic again. Shout out to Labyrinth Smart Mobility in downtown St. Louis, my good buddy Mark Minden, and Dan Dawson as well, and also STLFC. The Hooligans. I had a blast. And with the weather being the way that it was, it brought out everybody. I mean, everybody was downtown. I ran into my little cousin, Destiny. I ran into people I used to play ball with, people I used to work with. This is the second time that I walk the entire parade. Footnote, last time I'm doing that, my legs felt like Jell-O and spaghetti noodles the next day. I put some miles out there, really did. I put some miles out there. But Sue, I was on his best behavior as usual. The floats, the costumes, the people, the fans, the parade goers, the promotions. They had it going on. Now, I didn't visit any tents at all. No, I didn't do it. I just did the parade and went home. Since the vision loss, going in a tent that crowded, no. If I would have had a wingman, I would have, but I did not. So we just did the parade and went home. But the weather was fantastic again. It definitely was fantastic for sure. I mean, that was probably some of the best weather we've had during the Mardi Gras in quite some time. I know years ago, it snowed and rained on the same damn parade during Mardi Gras. I'm like, that's St. Louis weather for sure. But again, thanks again to Mark Minden and Labyrinth Smart Mobility, 314-325-9252. If you're ever in the downtown St. Louis area, reach out to those guys. They got your transportation covered Monday through Friday from 9 to 8 p.m. for sure. I had a blast again. Great. Say my man Dan Dawson. Had some Yingling. That was good. I had some Spotted Owl, whale beer too as well, but it was a good turnout. It was definitely a lot of fun. Let's get through our affirmations of the day. We're going to let it go. Ignore them. Give it time. Don't compete. Stay calm. It's on you. And laugh. You got to laugh. You definitely got to laugh out here. It's good. It's good for the soul to laugh, dance, and cry. You do those three things every day. I bet there is a successful story out there about you. I bet it is. I bet most definitely think it is for sure. If it's your first time listening in, I've met a few new listeners here over the past few weeks. I want to thank you for tuning in. It means a lot. Like, share, comment. We do appreciate it already. You can also check out the website at www.dremontez.com. Maybe yourself or someone you know would like to do some advertising on our live stream podcast. There's contact information there. Maybe you like what you hear and you want to make a donation. There's a button on the website for that as well. But we do appreciate all donations. So thank you very, very much for sure. But I think what the sports world tries to do, I think they try to overdo it and try to satisfy the fan, to please us, to break it down to its purest form. They over-explain things. The analytics of the game. We get it. We get what you're doing, NBA, on this load management thing. We're going to talk about load management and these all-star games. I think this is a fixable situation. For one, I think we know way too much information about athletes' injuries. I know they need to just tell us they hurt and how long they're going to be out. That's all we need to know to place the bet. That's all we need to know. But this did not become a problem. If you listen to some of the players in the 80s and the 90s, listen how many teams had trainers, whirlpools, hot tubs, ice baths. Look at these NBA locker rooms now, what they have in there for the player. For the player. They're over-caring. Is it needed? Protect the investment. That's what the owner's thinking for sure. The fans want to see a healthy player on the court to perform at their best. I'm quite sure the coaches want the same thing. I'm quite sure players want to play healthy. I don't think no player actually says, I'm not going to play tonight. I'm just going to go get G'd up and sit there with my shades on that I paid $8,000 for. And I just got cut up nice. I'm going to sit there and do that. I don't think no player thinks that. But the perception does not do any justice for it at all, because they're giving us too much information on this load management. We get it. You want to protect the player. If it's one of your bigs, when Joel Embiid situation, the process, it's a process. They wouldn't let the man play. They did it with Kawhi, not Leonard. They're going to have to do it with Zion in order for him to stay on the court. I understand load management with players who always are getting healthy and you need them to win. I get it. But with your guards, they can't play 4 games in a week. What the? Come on now. You got to make it make sense to us. But all this did not become prevalent or front page news on the sports section or articles in Sports Illustrated, or debates online and live forums on Twitter about load management to the NBA put all the power in the players. You can't tell me you can't see a back injury. That is one of the easiest. I'm not saying people do it, but that's one of the easiest things you can pull off. My back hurt. What they gonna say? You lying. Prove it. My back hurt. Lower leg extremities. Oh, I get it. Tightness. Okay, I get it. The bigs flying, that is an issue. That is a problem. The NBA schedule, the adjustments that they've made. Is it for the fans? Or is it more for the players? Is it more beneficial for the owners to make more money? By the way, the schedule is lined up now. The television contract, make it make sense. We get the bottom line is the NBA. They want to put out a great product for the fans to see and enjoy the excitement. The owners will make money off of that. But in order for all that to happen, we need y'all to play. Shorten the season. We have 23 games left when the NBA picks back up. We've gotten over the argument of all this damn money. We've gotten over the talk of marijuana. Now we are back again of players missing games. If I see one more fucking kid with a sign, I came all this way and my favorite player not playing. First of all, you didn't come all that damn way. Your parents got your ass there. How many times have I been to a sporting event and the person I wanted to see play was not there or was in attendance but decided not to play? But because it's a kid, it's a story, get the hell out of here. Get out of here with that. Get the hell out of here with that. Giving kids autographs, shit. What the parents get? Show me that damn story. Load management does not make sense to the everyday fan. It makes sense to basketball fans. Big difference. There are people that like basketball and there are people that play basketball. Big difference. There are people that like to watch basketball and there are people that love the NBA. Big difference. It changes the whole narrative of the conversation. When you get around that type of group and you bring up just the phrase load management, I guarantee you get different response across the board. Whether you believe in it, does it make sense? Why do they do it? And is it good for the league? Is load management good for the league? We're going to call it fatigue. But we want to see the best out there, especially for the matchups. But the NBA has changed. The spacing is totally different. The requirements of the bigs is totally different. There's more agility now in the NBA than ever before. If you're not in shape in the NBA, we're going to know by game 3. They're going to know by game 3 of the season if you're not in shape. We go through it every year to begin the NBA season. We can tell by game 3 of the NBA who went to camp on some bullshit. The league requires a whole lot more than what the players did in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and even the early 2000s. We cannot have it both ways. It has to be a rest or a pause somewhere. The NHL seemed to figure it out with the schedule. Why does the NBA have a big ordeal with the proper type of schedule to give the NBA and its fans to make it coincide with the decision to use that phrase, load management? You tell me, who's to blame? Who's to blame on that? It's the same thing with these all-star games. There's a generational gap in the communication from receiving to putting it out there. There's a huge gap. We got young people in place, in position to help sell these sports, but they're around too many of the older generation. Don't let them do their thing in selling the sport the right way, to sell the all-star game. Move it to different cities. It was rewarding when the NFL gave the NFL players and the fans the Pro Bowl in Hawaii. When you have that gap, when it's after the Super Bowl, you felt good. It's the end of the season. I'm going to the game. That was a beautiful experience to go to the Pro Bowl in Hawaii. This is it. Now, it's lost its appeal due to the bad communication that the NFL had with its players. For about 20 years, they had bad communication with each other. The rapport was awful. Spilled out into the media, spilled out into the fans, social media. Then we became nosy, not just in the players and what our team are going to do with the draft, but more invested in the front office than we were with the actual game. So how can we get back to its purest form of providing sports entertainment at halftime with the NBA, the NFL, and Major League Baseball? Where can we go here? How can we do this right, get it done the right way to make it make sense? Because what the NBA did last weekend, to me, was atrocious. That was beyond a slap in the face. That was like a what the? Who's to blame for that? I've seen better competition on the NBA 2K. And I think the people that play video games online, there's more effort put into that than what they did in these all-star games, the real professional athletes. Not saying gamers are not athletes, because I really do think I'm in the NBA when I'm playing 2K. I really think I'm in the NFL when I'm playing Madden. I think I'm related to Tiger Woods when I play golf. I believe I'm the athlete when I play these games. There's nothing wrong with that. We had a hell of an imagination when we were a kid. We have a hell of an imagination when we're grown playing video games, but that's a problem. Who's to blame? I think we need to really rethink the process of selling these sporting events to the fans, because the fan base is changing. They're on here. They're on here. And we're bringing back the digital camera. Did you hear? We're bringing back the digital camera. The generation has changed and nothing we can do about it. We got to roll with this. Look how many people calling these games have gotten in trouble for their verbiage because they don't know how to communicate with today's audience. How can that be fixed? Go get the younger talent that knows how to talk to today's talent and knows the game. That's what they should do with selling the All-Star game. Look what the NFL did with the halftime show. Look who they sold that to. Look who's in charge of the halftime show. They had to go with somebody that knows how to sell the entertainment to today's audience. So why can't the NBA do that? Why can't Major League Baseball do that? Why can't the NFL do that? Why can't the NFL get it right when it comes to the fans getting the entertainment value? Why is that such a hard transparency when it comes with the NFL and today's fans? Roger Goodell, talk to me. Don't have me call you. I've done it before. I've called your office before, 172 times, buddy, because I want answers. I called the office 172 times when nobody could tell me was Dez Bryant or catch or not. Still don't have the definitive answer for that. So with the All-Star game, I think they should go back to the drawing board. The NBA should do the dunk contest only with online kids that are picked by NBA players that are in the All-Star game that have previously participated in the dunk contest. You have to be a dunk contest winner to select someone online. Okay? Skills challenge, I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Now, the game itself, it looked like, I don't know how to do this with the game because they're not going to put forth the effort. Should you let the G League All-Stars play an NBA All-Star game since they're trying to get to that level? Or should we just cut out the game itself and just do the skills challenge, the dunk contest, and the three-pointer? That should be it. No game? Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. They can make the All-Star team on paper. We're not going to play the actual game. Make it to the game, take it to the gaming device. But it should be some way to sell that entertainment value. It should be. With the NFL, I think the NFL needs to go back to the old rules and regulations of this and just make the Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl the following week. Sell it to different cities that don't have an NFL team or used to have an NFL team. Wink, wink, honk, honk. Hello? Talking about us over here. Major League Baseball. Before I really get up in you and understand this all-star experience from your advantage point, I'm still trying to figure out how it's going to look with these new rules and regulations and changes we have coming this year to Major League Baseball. I still want to see changes in the process of getting to the show. It takes too damn long. There has to be a way to bridge that gap some kind of way. With the All-Star game itself, how impactful it is on home field advantage for the World Series. Is it fair? Is it not fair? How can we keep it entertaining? What do we need? Should we just take it away? Baseball season is long enough. We don't need an All-Star game. So far, I like the World Baseball Classic over the All-Star game. I'm not going to lie. I like that. That's hot. From the announcing, the presentation, into overall look of it, I'm digging that. Maybe we should take away the All-Star game in Major League Baseball and give us like a World Baseball tournament. That's hot. Single elimination. Get the fans what they want. I'm liking this already. See, I'm liking it. See, we're talking. We're figuring out ways to help our sports leagues because we're still vested in. It's just when it gets to that midpoint of entertaining, you're doing too much, Todd. You're doing too much. But we get it. We understand. In the words of old man Winter Jackson, everything's going to be okay. We just got to ease this pain, ease this pain. It is tax season, kids. And I want you to think about this before we close out today's podcast of Who's to Blame, episode 513. You file the unlimited way, unlimited taxes and more. Call 844-563-1040 or text the word cash now to 21,000. That's 709 North Euclid, located in Central West End. Hope everyone had a great Mardi Gras and Fat Tuesday. Hope you drank responsibly, had a great time. And if you got knocked up, congratulations. You probably don't know it yet. All the things we say. In the words of my great-grandpappy, I'll holler at you later. And we out of here, good people. We out of here. Who's to blame? Boom, 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 boom. Tell me who's to blame. Boom, 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 ba-da-da-da. Who's to blame? Ba-da-da-da-ba-da-da. Tell me who's to blame. Boom, 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 ba-da-da. Who's to blame? Da-da-da-da-ba-da-da. Tell me who's to blame. Da-da-da-da-ba-da-da. Who's to blame? Da-da-da-da-ba-da-da. Tell me who's to blame. Da-da-da-da-ba-da-da. Tell me who's to